He may be 67, but Arnold Schwarzenegger is far from obsolete in the new Terminator Genesis movie. By maintaining a disciplined regimen of bodybuilding, the actor megastar was pumped to say, "I'll be back for the futuristic franchise."
Though he was in shape for the part, Schwarzenegger wanted to make sure conditions were right before reprising the Terminator role that propelled him to superstardom 3 decades ago.
Well, first, I think it is such a great honor to be asked back, because after 30 years of having done the first Terminator, and then being asked back was great. But I told them when David Allison called me, which was like a month after I was finished with the governorship, if I'm interested in coming back, I said, I would be delighted. I said, but you got to come up with a great script.
The Terminator.
It is nice to meet you.
The new film pays homage to the Terminator mythology of the first 2 movies, directed by James Cameron, but also takes its own slant.
What we were trying to do, what they needed to do, was to please 2 different types of people, 2 viewerships. Of course, it's a new franchise, so the new audience is something that people really wanted to cater for. But also, it's a beloved franchise, and it's one that people really really adore. So needing to make sure that there was enough technicality and the kind of the things that would make fans of James Cameron's work feel appreciated and feel like they were being thought of when writing the script.
Cameron-esque one-liners peppered Genesis, perhaps the most memorable coming from the 67-year-old Schwarzenegger's aging Terminator character, who is forced to do battle with newer models. A number of times he says, "I'm old, but not obsolete." Schwarzenegger said he could relate.
Because now when someone comes to maybe the movie like that, where there's action from the beginning to the end, maybe some ordinary 67-year-old guy would just say, I can't do that anymore. But I knew that I could do it. Because I do everything else still the same way as I did when I was young. So I jumped into this project, I rehearsed, I practiced, I worked with the stunt crew and with everybody, and we did the movie. Maybe there's some things you can't do as well as when you were 20, but there's other things we can do much better, therefore not obsolete. I'll be back.
What? Terminator Genesis comes to the big screen in the US on July the 1st. 袁雅妮 CCTV